Would you like a cup of tea? Greetings, nerds! In this video, we're about to draw Queen Elizabeth II, and I apologize that my British accent is really atrocious, or a much more better way of saying it, like how most British people would say it, dreadful. Yeah, dreadful. I'm really doing my best. I'm pretending to be a British person, or a British person, but I am excited to draw a former British monarch. I don't think we've ever drawn a British monarch before, so this is legitimately our first time ever. I can't even take it seriously. Alright, let's keep going with the crappy British accent. I am paying respects because it's been over a year since she passed away, and I need to find a way of paying respects. Rather than just saying, oh, rip Elizabeth II, we're gonna draw her. I don't know how long it's gonna take to work on this drawing, but it's not gonna be a hyper-realistic artwork of Elizabeth II. It's gonna be like a cartoon comic book type of drawing that we're about to do in this video. I sound like Boris Johnson, one of the former prime ministers of the UK. The way I do his voice, I literally sound like that guy. And I admire the UK. I love the UK. One day I would like to visit the UK before I leave this world, you know, before I could even die. Visiting the UK is part of my bucket list. There are multiple places I would like to visit in the UK, but especially London. Yeah, London is a ginormous, or I should say it, a massive city. There's a lot of fascinating places like the Tower of London, the Tower Bridge, the Shard, the Gherkin, however you say that word, the London Eye, etc. I'm actually drawing London, United Kingdom. We've been drawing that city for close to 2 years now. Alright, I'm gonna stop doing the British accent. I know that it's really agitating each and every one of you nerds and those that live in the UK. I feel like I'm offending the British nerds out there, so apologies. I'm gonna quit doing my cringy British accent, and this is just my normal American accent, but my mom loves the British accent. I guess my favorite accent is the British one. I feel like that's more attracting than any other accent, in my opinion. We're gonna draw Queen Elizabeth II. I don't know how long it's gonna take for us to get through, you know, from start to finish, but we're gonna take our time, and we're only gonna use the color purple to work on her face, you know, to work on her hat and all that stuff, her hair. I don't know, like, how I'm gonna choose the color wisely. I'm gonna use the different shades of the color purple, and the reason why we're sticking with the color purple is because purple is a royal color, and royal purple is actually a color, I think a Crayola color, if I'm not mistaken. And nerds, we actually started this drawing back on the 18th, back on September 18th of 2023, which was literally yesterday, and this video is recorded on the 19th. I don't know if you nerds can really see the pencil marks, but we're going to use the markers to trace over all of this pencil marking, all of the pencil marks here. As you can see, nerds, pretending to be Queen Elizabeth because we got the hat here, the purple hat that I ordered from a website recently. I got on glasses because Elizabeth II actually wore glasses before her passing, and I got this fake jewelry on, this fake pearl necklace, because she would wear it at most occasions before her passing. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and start drawing Queen Elizabeth II. So to those that don't know about Queen Elizabeth's accomplishments, I don't even know any of her accomplishments, but I know she was a queen for a hell of a long time, like an insane amount of time, a little over 7 decades actually. So we know 10 years is 1 decade, so here's a little bit of an easy math here. If you do 7 decades times 10 years, that's a total of 70 years that Queen Elizabeth II was legitimately the queen, not only for the UK, but she was a British monarch for other countries that gained independence from Great Britain, there's a very few countries that don't have that British monarch, like the US, for instance. The first country to earn its independence from Great Britain, and yeah, that was a long time ago, like during the late 18th century. So yeah, America doesn't have to worry about having a monarch like for many years, like for freaking eternity. But Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and a few other countries, well, not just a few, several countries are pretty much of a different story. They still have a monarch, which is a ruler, so they still get the monarch title. But those countries would have the prime minister as like another ruler, or like the world leaders, you know. I'm not good with politics, by the way. I don't even vote for politicians. I don't even vote for rulers. I made a video on it in this channel a few years ago, actually, why I don't vote for politicians. You could barely hear me because it came from my old camcorder. I don't even trust myself to be a politician. Like, if I ever become a politician, or like a prime minister, a president, whatever, any type of world leader, depending on the country you live in, I would be 10 times worse than Herbert Hoover. Herbert Hoover, if you don't know who he is, he was a former U.S. president, I think part of the Republican Party. There's two different parties of the U.S., two big ones. The Republican Party, which has the color red, but that other political party that has the color blue, the Democratic Party, I honestly don't care which political party I'm okay with. I mean, I guess I have to choose the Democrat Party because it's all about, I'm just deeply obsessed with the color blue. And Herbert Hoover is considered to be one of the worst U.S. presidents for making the Great Depression much more worse. There was a much more better U.S. president that pretty much saved America. I don't know about other countries because other countries have a different world leader, but Franklin D. Roosevelt definitely carried the U.S. out of the Great Depression, unlike Herbert Hoover. And quite frankly, nerds, the only politician I'm pretty much following is Barack Obama on social media. Nobody else. No other politician I'm following. Yeah, just Obama. So if you nerds thought that I was drinking a cup of tea, I was actually drinking water. I didn't feel like making green tea or black tea. I'm just a nerd, constantly flexing my left hand, showing to the world that I'm this talented. I don't mean to get all arrogant or cocky. I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but there are other artists that are better than I am, and I will deeply admit it. I'm more of an intermediate artist, alright? I had said that before in some of my past videos, that I just don't feel like specifying the videos. I had said that I'm an intermediate artist, and there are other artists that are better than me. And unfortunately, nerds, I wasn't able to get a full recording of my face cam because my face cam was malfunctioning. Like towards the end, I was like, please face cam, hold on, I'm almost done. We're slowly finishing up the drawing of Elizabeth II. And my face cam didn't even make it. It ended the recording automatically after it started malfunctioning for a couple minutes, but I was able to get a good amount of the face cam footage. I was devastated on the inside, but as I mentioned a few seconds ago, I was able to get some great scoops of the face cam footage. When we were working on the drawing of Elizabeth II, I was kind of like this in my head. I was like, should I color her hair purple as well? And along with her jewelry, the pearl necklace she would wear at public places, in public appearances. But I was like, it wouldn't feel right to color her hair purple and her necklace purple as well. So I left those alone, but I did add some shading by
choosing the color gray, like a pale gray color. I should have chose a little bit of a darker gray, so that way you nerds could see the shading that's on her gray hair and the pearl necklace she would wear. But it is what it is. I could still embrace how the drawing would turn out. And the one thing, the details for her hair reminds me of the human brain. So Elizabeth II is actually the longest reigning British monarch ever, like in the world. Yeah, that is really insane. That's an insane milestone. Over 7 decades, a little over 70 years, and like 200 days or something like that. I don't even remember that fully, but I did do a little bit of research earlier. Yeah, a recent research. There's this one other ruler that's ahead of her. I think this French ruler named Louis XIV. But that was way before her time. Way before Elizabeth II. Like, wow. Like, both had over 70 years or something like that. Well, I know Elizabeth II is up there to being one of the longest reigning monarchs or rulers in the world. Okay, nerds, we are finally done with this artwork of Queen Elizabeth II. I tried to do the shading nice and properly. We definitely took our time from start to finish, coloring each bit of the drawing, like one by one, or like back and forth. You know, all of that. You nerds get what I'm trying to say. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing with my hands. It's like I'm trying to juggle, pretending to juggle, like... Okay, I'm gonna quit dilly-dallying. Yeah, apparently we got some shading for her face, for her hair. I'm not I'm not 100% impressed with the details of her hair. I feel like I could have done the details a bit better. It is what it is. I love how I did the shading for... like her wrinkle, where her throat is at, the wrinkles up here, some shading like up here between her hat and her forehead. And this artwork we did of Queen Elizabeth II took over 3 hours of our time. Yeah, I was completely patient like throughout this drawing, and I pretty much love how it turned out. It may not be one of the best drawings or any type of artwork of a politician. It's an improvement of the drawings we have done in the past that's not hyper realistic, and instead it's like a comic book type of feel drawing, or like a cartoonish type of look. I had to throw in something new, throw in something into the party, and that is, again, the shading. It's an absolute pleasure drawing a former British monarch, Elizabeth II. She's gonna keep on resting forever, for eternity. A lot of nerds like I am still miss her, so yeah, I know I have been slacking so much uploading these YouTube videos. Julian is working on his animation project. I've just been working on other things and spending a lot of time on social media rather than spending time producing videos, art videos, vlogs, cooking videos, etc. So yeah, I would feel mildly burned out making so many YouTube videos for each and every one of you nerds, and for myself. I would like to apologize that I have been slowing down, but I'm still going with the YouTube videos. I barely would get attention every time I upload something onto the Red platform. I'm still happy with the community I got. I'm still satisfied how I am getting the feedback. So that is going to be the end of this art video. Stay tuned for more content, nerds, and I hope this video was quite enjoyable to watch. Feel free to subscribe to this channel, and feel free to follow me across social media. And thanks for watching. I appreciate your time.